Today our group represents aluminium and its compound. Aluminium is the most important non-ferrous metal which are more important than copper, zinc or lead. Today we will discuss several aluminium compounds which are industrially important.
Natural deposit can present as oxide. It also can associate with other elements such as sodium, calcium and silicon. It also exists as feldspars and weathering product. The most important mineral for AL manufacture is bauxite. Bauxite is not a uniform material but comprises a mixture of aluminium oxide hydrate and hydroxide. Over 90% of bauxite is processed to aluminium oxide. About half of the rest is used in manufacture of refractory material and the rest is used in manufacture of abrasive aluminium oxide. So, in whole Harrod process, the manufacture of aluminium is based on whole Harrod process and it is the same like electrolysis process and extraction process that we have learned before. So in this diagram, we can see that the aluminium oxide is dissolved in the cryolite. The yellow part here is the cryolite. So the so we have two ion now, which is Al3 plus ion and O2 minus ion. The Al3 plus ion will move to the cathode and then reduce. So the chemical equation you can see on the next slide. The chemical equation for Al that is reduced, for the aluminium ion that is reduced, is Al3 plus 3 electron will produce Al, and for O2 minus ion it will move to the anode and then it will oxidize. So the equation will become 2O2 minus produce O2 plus 4 electron, and then the oxygen here will react with the carbon. The oxygen here will react with the carbon and form carbon dioxide. That's why the anode needs to replace regularly, because this part here it will burn away and this process is very expensive. Besides that, aluminium can also be used in aeroplane, aluminium can, electricity cable and cooking pot. It can also use in vehicle and packaging material and is used in the form of alloy due to their higher strength than pure aluminium.
My presentation, I will focus on the manufacture of aluminium oxide. Okay, so aluminium oxide is a white crystalline powder produced by the calcination of aluminium hydroxide. Okay, this is the chemical equation of aluminium. Okay, let's move to the manufacture of aluminium hydroxide. Industrial manufacture of aluminium hydroxide and aluminium oxide currently proceed by the Bayer process, or we known as the white digestion of bauxite. Okay, here is the example of bauxite. For your information, bauxite ore is the world's main source of aluminium. Okay, this is the white digestion of bauxite process, which is it involves 4 steps. The first step is the digestion, where the bauxite ore is digested with the sodium hydroxide in an autoclave to produce the sodium aluminate. And the second step is the clarification, where the undissolved solid impurities is filtered from the solution. The undissolved solid impurities known as the red mode. And the third step is the precipitation, where the crystal of aluminium hydroxide are recovered in this step. The cooling process happens so that the crystal of aluminium hydroxide is grow and aggregate. The last step is the calcination, where aluminium hydrate crystal are washed, dried and heat at a very high temperature in a rotary kiln. So the final product is a dried white anhydrous alpha alumina powder, and the main impurities of calcinate alumina is sodium oxide. Okay, this is the explanation. You can read by yourself. Okay, this is the few example of application of aluminium oxide, which is ceramic, glass, animal product. Okay, so let's move to the aluminium sulfate. Aluminium sulfate is soluble in water and is mainly used as a coagulating agent. The manufacture of aluminium sulfate basically same with the manufacture of aluminium oxide. The only difference is in the first step, which is the digestion step, where the bauxite ore is digested with the sulfuric acid compared to the manufacture of aluminium oxide, where the bauxite ore is digested with the sodium hydroxide. And the rest process basically same with the manufacture of aluminium oxide. So this is the few example of application of aluminium sulfate, such as industrial water purification, paper industry, household use such as baking soda and antiperspirant, gardening, and dye fabric. So that's all from me. Thank you.
And for the next one, we proceed with aluminum chloride. In 1980, the production of aluminum chloride has declined, this including both production of anhydrous aluminum chloride and aluminum chloride hexahydrate, and the latter having increased in this period. For the manufacture, we can divide it into two, anhydrous and hydrated aluminum chloride. For anhydrous aluminum chloride, it is currently mainly manufactured by chlorination of liquid aluminum in ceramic line reaction vessels at temperature 600 to 750 degrees Celsius, and then the gaseous aluminum chloride being fed into the condensation chambers. The reductive chlorination of aluminum oxide in the presence of coal is also operated industrially. For the hydrated aluminum chloride, it is manufactured by reacting aluminum hydroxide with hydrochloric acid or hydrogen chloride. For the application, aluminum chloride mostly used as catalyst in organic chemistry. And for the anhydrous aluminum chloride, it is used as a nucleation agent in the production of titanium dioxide pigment. And anhydrous aluminum chloride also consumed in the pilot plants for aluminum manufacture. Aqueous aluminum chloride, it is utilized in the production of pharmaceuticals and chemicals, and also in the manufacture of special papers. And for the last one, sodium aluminate. Sodium aluminate is an intermediate in the digestion of bauxite in the Bayer process, which is from aluminum hydroxide and sodium hydroxide. Sodium aluminate is produced by dissolving hydrated aluminum oxide in 50% sodium hydroxide. So the application for sodium aluminate, it is utilized in water purification, in paper industry, for the post-treatment of titanium dioxide pigments, for the manufacture of aluminum containing catalysts, aluminum silicates, and zeolites. And lastly, is used in the construction industry. So that's all from our group. Thank you.